So nothing breaks like a heart, Miley Cyrus. So we got a good bit of headway done with that, with the whole metronome thing and all that. So we'll just go over, how to play it and what might be difficult about it. So the first bit is easy enough, right? So we're on third fret with the capo in E with an E minor shape, which makes it in G minor, okay? Because you got E, F, F sharp, G. Okay, so the first one, you just hold your E minor shape and you're going hitting the bass note. Then you've got that hammer on, and then a sort of a partial strum down as far as if you aim to go down as far as the third string, and then you might accidentally hit the second string, that'll be fine, but definitely doesn't go as far as the first string. So you've got. Okay, so that's that one. Not too hard. So I think we were able to get that up to full speed, from the get go. So that was okay. So the D bit is a bit tougher, right? Because you've got the open D string, then you've got the hammer on from 2 to 4, then that sort of D shape there. So you don't have to do a full D major, just that. First finger, second fret. Well, we'll call this the second fret. Second fret on the third, then third fret on the second. And then you get that nice D sus2 sound if you do hit the open string on the first, like that. So you've got open, and then have your fingers already hanging over. You don't want them back like that, because then you have to kind of reach out for that hammer on, right? So you want them there, ready to go as soon as you hit that open D. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So just so you can sort of practice them separately first, right? So we'll just talk about going from one to the next, because the way it's set up is you've got every round or every section, let's say, is 2 on E minor, 2 on D, and then 4 back on E minor again, and then that repeats itself. So from the last 4 of E minor, and then the first 2 E minors in the next section, you're going to have 6 E minors back to back. So I'll just play that all the way through once, and so I'll play the whole thing twice, just so you can see it. So 2, 3, 4. Let's try that again. Next one. Okay, so that was 2 sections of it. Okay, so it's 2 E minor, 2 D, and then 4 E minor. Okay, so going between them, because that's kind of the tricky bit, right? So easy enough to do them separately, and then take a break. Then, so when you're going from the E minor bit, one thing that makes it a little bit easier is your first note is an open string. So that gives you that split second or so to get into that position there where both fingers are kind of hanging over their respective frets. So what I'd recommend is 2 of each one back and forward. Okay, so you're going, so slow it right down, and do it. And again, if you can at all, do it with the metronome. So just figure out what speed you can do that at. I can't remember what tempo we got it to last time, but you'll figure it out pretty quick anyway. So just figure out what tempo you can do this one at, because this is the hardest one, and then do them both to that one. Then, we went through it ad nauseum in the lesson, so just bit by bit, go up each time by 5 BPM on the metronome. And, you spend, as I said, a lot more time on each tempo than we did. We were kind of rushing through it just to get the point across. So just like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. See the way as soon as I hit that open D, I'm here, ready to go. So a lot of that kind of stuff is about anticipating what comes next, okay? So if you're just kind of thinking about what you're doing right now, you're always going to be sort of tripping over yourself to get to the next bit, right? But if you anticipate it and just remember that as soon as you hit the hit the second E minor bit, as soon as you hit that open D, you got to be here, okay? And then, we went through the method already, so just bit by bit, 5 BPM at a time, really slow, really steady, and then, only play as fast as your slowest bit, okay? All right, we'll get through the rest of the song next time. Keep it up.